Chapter 1: Burning the Midnight Oil. Jason Malone was a man who lived for his work. As an ambitious software engineer, he had always been the first to arrive at the office and the last to leave. His life was a never-ending loop of code, caffeine, and stress. The soft glow of his computer screen illuminated his haggard face as he worked well into the night, alone in his dimly lit apartment. The deadline for his latest project was looming like a dark storm cloud, and Jason was determined to prove himself to his demanding boss, Mr. Blackwell. He had been working tirelessly for weeks, sacrificing sleep, social life, and his own sanity in pursuit of success. Chapter 2: Unraveling Threads. As the days turned into weeks, Jason's world began to unravel. The pressure of the project weighed on his mind like an anchor, and his sleep-deprived body protested with every keystroke. He started to experience strange lapses in memory, forgetting meetings and even the names of his colleagues. His vision blurred, and his hands shook as he coded furiously. His girlfriend, Sarah, had long grown weary of his workaholic ways. She begged him to take a break, to spend time with her, but he dismissed her pleas. The little time he had for her was marred by his irritability and inability to focus on anything other than his work. Chapter 3: Cracks in the Foundation. On fateful morning, Jason stumbled into the office, his face gone, and his eyes bloodshot. He had been working for 48 hours straight, fueled by caffeine and sheer willpower. His colleagues looked at him with concern, but he brushed off their worries. He was on the verge of a breakthrough, he insisted, and he couldn't afford to stop now. Hours turned into days, and the lines between reality and his code began to blur. He was convinced that he could see lines of code floating in the air around him. His mind was fracturing, and he could no longer distinguish between the virtual world he had created and the real world. Chapter 4: The Breaking Point. As the deadline approached, Jason's body could no longer keep up with the relentless pace he had imposed upon it. He began to experience intense migraines, accompanied by vivid hallucinations of computer bugs and endless lines of code. He found himself lost in a digital labyrinth, unable to escape. One evening, as he sat at his desk, the pain in his head reached a crescendo. He clutched his temples and screamed in agony. The stress had finally taken its toll on him, and his brain felt like it was about to explode. Chapter 5: Fragments of a Min. Jason's colleagues rushed him to the hospital, fearing for his life. The doctors diagnosed him with severe exhaustion and a nervous breakdown. His once brilliant mind was now fractured, a tangled mess of broken code and fragmented memories. Jason's life had crumbled, and he was left to pick up the pieces. As he lay in his hospital bed, he realized the high price he had paid for his relentless pursuit of success. He had sacrificed his health, his relationships, and his sanity, all in the name of work. In the end, the lines of code he had written were nothing but a mirage, a digital illusion that had driven him to the brink of madness. He had learned the hard way that there was more to life than work, and that sometimes the pursuit of success could lead to the ultimate failure, the loss of oneself.